Okay. We are calm. We are funny.
Did you find your zen?
We have a strong dynamic.
Damage
We're
quietly
gonna get
repeating
through
in your
this
head.
together.
I don't hate my co-host. I don't hate my co-host. She's not a fucking cunt. She's not a fucking cunt.
Oh, I'm not actually talking to either of you.
I know, I was more
Talking to
of speaking as your inner monologue.
Brittany could kind of burp regularly now. Isn't that fun?
Shit. Was it like immediately different?
Yes, it was.
Because I know last time it took like a couple weeks before the burping, or like a couple days before the burping started setting
Nope,
in.
like she came out, like the hospital door opened and she was being wheeled out because you have to be wheeled out. That's like hospital rules. She was being wheeled out, burping the letters of her name. Yeah, she's just
fucking phenomenal.
Hey.
I'm picturing it like, which doesn't work because she's being wheeled out, but like the beginning of Shrek when he kicks open the door and just kind of rips ass. It's like that, but her burping.
Yeah.
Just a lot of burps nonstop.
I mean, yeah, though, San Francisco's still great.
Yeah, what store did you go to that had the Carussi, the Kirby pussy?
Oh, Kagina.
Kagina, thank you.
Kagina. Yeah, I sent Rachel a photo, but we'll have to put it up here too. But it's a photo of it. There was two stuffed Kirby plushies, and like one is kind of like knitted, and it's like laying back like you know, like your third wife would in bed. And then the other one like had its arms like fucking, it looked like it was just spreading its pussy open. I don't know why, but both of these Kirby's just reminded me like, oh, this is why a lot of Kirby porn exists, because fucking the official merchandise is just asking for it. Look what it's wearing.
Just so sensual.
Look what it's wearing. Nothing but shoes. Are those shoes? I actually don't know.
Maybe they're just slippers. They're house slippers.
That Mochi Donut place does mochi waffles now. They fucking kick ass.
I don't think I responded to that message, but I did immediately get immensely excited, and I regret not responding because I really, really want to go. Because their donuts aren't like, if you are like super gluten intolerant, don't recommend it. I can eat donuts that have touched other things, and therefore can eat their donuts without being monumentally fucking itchy the next day. So I'm like, are your waffles the same? Is it made of the same shit in just a different shape? Because I'd love to try it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like the instead of like wheat, it's using rice flour because that's what mochi is. Like, does that still count against you? Is that still gluten?
No, they just list on their website. I think they they sometimes use wheat to dust some of theirs. Or they'll use it in, like, the spreads that are on top. So you just have to be careful about which one you're having. So, like, if you're truly, like, deeply... Like, my mom can't have bread that has looked at other bread. So she would not be able... Like, if her bread is even looked at by real bread, she'll shit her pants.
This bread has had fanciful thoughts of other bread.
Yeah, this bread has had naughty thoughts about legitimate bread, and therefore I cannot eat this without shitting myself. So, like, she wouldn't... Yeah, has a bread on. She wouldn't be able to eat it, but, like, it doesn't bother me nearly as much. I've had it a couple times. If I have too many of them, it'll kind of fuck me up, but otherwise it's all right.
Thank you, fact checker. Kirby's red shoes are actually his feet, not shoes.
Oh, wow. So he's just wearing nothing. Nothing at all.
Kirby's a she.
She's just wearing nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, no. It says while his feet, so yeah. Okay. It is a boy. Who knows at this point? All I know is that
pink ball.
Every time there's Kirby porn posted out there, Kirby's got a fucking vagina. I don't know why.
Because it's pink. Automatically assumed to be a woman.
Also worth pointing out that Kirby's an infant, so all of that is
Jesus.
bad.
What? What?
I mean, Kirby is both like an infant and also like a omnipotent god-eating deity thing. I don't actually know.
I have high hopes high expectations for my children based off of this
in
information.
Japan, they are gender neutral. In the U.S., they gave it he, him, he.
Yeah, because we can't stand gender neutral shit.
But Kirby's so gender neutral. Kirby's like a pink boy.
The U.S. was going to cave in on itself if we had a gender neutral pink orb.
Oh, yeah, the fucking Anderson Bakery that I go to every fucking time I go. My favorite bakery in the world.
Is this the place with the cheese tea?
No, that's the Pink Peak tea, which is like right across from it actually. But Anderson Bakery is like a legit Japanese bakery. Like they have pans, they like the bread with custard in them and stuff. Oh. But they actually have Japanese milk bread, which we always get like a full fucking loaf of and take back home to make the dopest sandwiches. But this time they had They actually had Hokkaido bread and Hokkaido cream pans, and that shit fucking slaps.
What is that?
Oh, Hokkaido. So you know how Kobe is known for beef?
Yeah.
Like Kobe beef, like that's the thing. Hokkaido is known for its milk.
Okay.
Japan treats its cows so good that it both has the best tasting beef
and the best tasting milk.
Best milk in the world.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like they make like this bread with Hokkaido milk, and it's like the best. Like if you ever like go to like a store and you see anything that says Hokkaido chocolate, pick that shit up because it will fucking melt in your mouth. It's delicious.
Duly noted. You do anything else fun?
I mean, not really. We just ate at a lot of things and bought shit. That's kind of just what we do.
It's just the vibes for San Francisco.
Yeah, Brittany's dad didn't spill gasoline on himself this time, just soy sauce.
There you go.
The first place we went to, like the first night we got there, we went to this little sushi place. And they make the biggest fucking sushi I've ever seen in my life. Like her dad got sashimi and like it was like a toddler fist sized like pieces
like
of
massive.
Fish. It's huge. And like I forgot what I got. I think I just got like a beef bowl combo thing and like a sushi roll. But the sushi roll was like the biggest turd I've ever seen. Does that make sense? Like if you think of like the biggest piece of poop you've ever seen, and you're like, God damn. It was that, but it was sushi. It was fucking massive.
That's fucking wild. That's a lot of bang for your buck, though.
We should have taken a pic. They were huge, and like we had just got in. We were done traveling, and like we were just like, I'll normally pick like a dip. Like usually when I go to sushi, I'll get like a thing of chicken and like a sushi roll, and like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
But like this was like, I had to really try. Brittany got the same thing, and she couldn't finish hers clearly.
I really like sushi places that ball out. There's this one in Seattle, Umisaki House, that I started going to. Because it's a nice high-end expensive sushi restaurant, but then they deliver your roll and it's like 1.5 feet long. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like you're not just shorting me. It's not like a $60 roll and I get, a single piece with like a flower on top. It is the size of, it's the length of my table.
Yeah, no, like picturing a ruler next to my roll, it was definitely bigger than a ruler, but like its width was fucking, it would not go down a toilet. I just keep going back to the poop size comparison.
It was too big for a toilet.
Yeah.
A sushi. Have you ever taken a sushi size shit or a shit or had a shit
I did
size
the next
sushi?
day.
Oh fuck.
It was a girthy roll. Thank you, fact checker.
Thank you for that alliteration. Beautiful.
Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast, La Disco. I'm on brand Gamage.
And I'm on brand Rachel. And each week we play Russian roulette with our success and spin a wheel to find out the genre of the next week's podcast. Last week our spin both landed on pop culture and we were going to disregard it because we were watching the secondary film of the Ewok movies for what is coined Star Wars Vintage on Disney.
Yeah, that's right. We're doing the Ewoks.
You feel good about that?
That's from the cartoon that I watched a couple episodes of last night. It's fucking insufferable.
I am so glad that you watched that because I almost hit play and was like, I'm going to hate this. So I walked away.
You know what's crazy? It actually explains some of the like the questions we'd have of like what's the point of the fairies? Like the TV show answers a lot of those questions.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I hate when added materials help out. I'm like, no, just give me all the lore in one place.
Exposition dump me, please. Fun fact, Wicket's last name is Warwick.
It's not.
According to the animated TV show The Ewoks, it is.
So we're breaking a fourth wall.
We're breaking 5 walls, Rachel.
We added a 5th just to break it.
Also, it is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month.
Is it? Oh, it's officially, once this is released, yes, it is Pride Month. Yeah, the Ewoks are all gay. George Lucas retconned it afterwards. They're all gay.
That's very offensive, Rachel.
Why? You think being gay is offensive?
You got me there.
You saying being gay is wrong, Gamage?
I'm saying being an Ewok is wrong.
Wow.
So it's actually offensive to the gays.
Okay. Calling gay people Ewoks is offensive.
Yeah, I taught Brittany's dad a lot of gay terms during the trip.
I love that.
Cause like we were driving and he's like in the back and like Brittany and I shit talk a lot during trips and like I forgot what I said, but something along the lines of like I think somebody passed us and cut us off and I'm like, that fucking twink. And I say worse shit, but Brittany's dad is like, what's a twink? And I'm like, I just put my hand up, so a twink, and I went on to explain it. And then I went on to explain bear and otter and how there's like so many others that I didn't know. And then for the rest of the trip, anytime I said something, anytime I would say like dumb shit, I said like DP, and then I didn't even like wait for Brittany's dad to respond. I would just turn around and be like, so DP stands for double penetration. And it was just like constant stream of that. Like, I forgot what else we did. Oh, I did. I think we did raw dogging too. And, there was one point where, I like called somebody a power bottom. And then like, again, I just turned to his dad. I'm like, so a power bottom and explained that. And then I got into the topic with Brittany of like, what's the opposite of a power bottom? Like, is it a passive top? Like, or can you be a passive top, passive bottom? What's the inverse of the power?
Yeah, well, I feel like it has to have some type of alliteration to it. Also, the power of the babe. The babe with power.
Shut up.
Because like power bottom sounds nice, so I feel like you have to have something that sounds good. For a teetering top is the first thing that comes up for me.
Well, that's fun. Moving on. Yeah, we watched the Ewok Battle for Endor. Ewok Adventures Battle for Endor. And I wanted to start with the cover. I'm in a disagreement with both my wife and Rachel about it. But so the cover of this movie is like overselling. There's like a bunch of characters on there. But in the front, smack dab in the center, is like a heroic Han Solo character. But he's not in the movie at all. Brittany and Rachel both are arguing that it was the dad, but I fucking disagree. He doesn't look anything like him. They're kind of wearing the same vest, I guess, but no.
I'm kind of willing to secede my point here.
I restarted the movie to and pulled up the poster side by side. They're not even close.
Okay, well, here's my thing is, it's absolutely like meant to be the dad. Is really my point here. I do agree with you that they look nothing the fuck alike. And also, him being in the center implies that he's the main character of this film, which is not at all fucking true. So there's a lot of issues to be had here.
Yeah, like, Brittany's right. Who else is it then? Like, yeah, it is supposed to be the dad, but like, there's no reason why he should be the fucking. It's like they made the cover. Like they told somebody about the movie and they're like, got it, and they're like making the cover, and then like the night before submission, they're like, all right, I got it, and they're like, what the fuck is this?
Wait, well, like when the movie starts, it kind of seems like the dad's gonna be in it for a while. So like, was it just he signed the contract and then the first day after being on set, he was like, actually, I have a better movie to film, so you got to write me out.
I feel like
because that's what this feels like.
I do feel like we'll get into it in a minute, but like they got a bigger name involved, and they're like, well, fuck the other guy now.
Yeah,
but yeah, Brittany was totally like they looked the exact same, and she would not budge on it. She said that they were the same character, and she's wrong, but she dug her heels in the ground. Anyway, moving on. So,
fact checker goes, bullshit. Fuck you. I agreed with them looking nothing alike.
So we start with Sindel, and it is Sindel. I said Sindel a lot because they said her name all of twice in the first movie, but in this movie, they fucking say it a lot. It's Sindel. Endlessly. And I hate it. But
yeah, it's not good. It's a name.
I will say, this movie is not good. It sucks. It's bad, actually.
Oh, it's like so much worse than the first one. I didn't know it could be worse, but it is worse than the first one.
Yes, but then also it's kind of better than the first one.
I can't wait to hear your arguments as to why.
No, I mean, like, I can't explain it very well, like, but I feel like if the first one didn't exist and there was just this movie, but like done better,
okay,
it would have been better. Like, it has a better plot.
Yeah, I could agree with that. If the first one didn't exist and they did this one with the fervor that they did the first one with, it would have been a halfway to okay film. Wouldn't have been good. Wouldn't have been a massively terrible.
I already said it was bad. That's off the table.
Yeah.
So the movie starts with Sindel and Wicket frolicking around the Redwood Forest. There's credit roll. That's, movies before 2010. And Wicket just talks now. They taught him English.
Yeah.
And
how much time do you think has fucking passed? Because he has learned an entire ass language, and we have come such a long way since horse.
2 years maximum. I'm not willing to give them more than 2 years.
No, and I honestly would have said
less. Sindel does
look
older, sure, but like not that.
I would have said like a year.
Well, that's why I said 2 years maximum, like pushing it.
That's like truly the absolute cap.
Because you see her brother, and he does look like a young adult and not just like a preteen now.
Yeah, he's aged. Everybody's aged, clearly.
Yeah. Well, not the mother, because we don't really see. I'll get there. So
100%. I don't even think that's the same person. Like, we'll get there.
Probably not.
Yeah, we'll get to it, and then I'll talk about it then.
So they're talking about Sindel and her family leaving. The image quality of this movie is higher, so that means you see like the ugliness of the Ewok costumes like way more.
It's so bad. Wicket's eyes are haunting.
Yeah, Brittany swears that their eyes, like their pupils, are moving, but I don't think they did. I think they were just doll eyes.
Do not move. They're sewn into a fucking thing. They 100% don't move. They don't blink. They're horrifying. It's fucking disturbing.
Yeah. So immediately there's a commotion, and they happen onto the little village where some lizard corpse people are raiding the Ewoks, murdering, pillaging, possibly raping, but they are setting everything on fire. That's happening. And Sindel, Jesus, this is gonna be hard. Sindel walks up to Mace, who's returning fire. And notices that the mom is dead. Their mom, she's face down. We don't even see her. She has no speaking role. She's just written out dead.
Do you think because they don't list anybody in the fucking credits for this movie, unlike the last one where they at least had the decency to list the Ewoks, do you think somewhere this woman is credited as being the ass of the mom?
A body double, yeah. So then Mace is exploded. Like the corpse guys are like firing, and then explosions happening. So Mace is dead now too. And then, God, I wrote this like a week ago, and I'm reading it going, this is stupid. And then the witch queen of the corpse bandits are raiding the family ship. The chief corpse bandit is all, give me the power. You're the guardian of the power. Then a shootout occurs.
The
corpse takes a power cell battery thing and is excited. The witch turns into a crow and flies away. We're like 5 minutes in. And yeah, I wrote this a week ago and I barely remember it.
Yeah, well, and if you take that out of context of not knowing what the fuck is going on, that sounds goddamn insane. Also, the witch kind of looks like if Xena and Elvira procreated.
I kept trying to clock, I feel like I've seen her actress before, but fucking, it's lost me. I'm sure Fact Checker will tell me in 20 minutes.
I started with Elvira, and then I was like, no, she doesn't quite fit that. And then I went to Xena, and I was like, she's close to this also, but different, and it's just, she's some odd combination of... I don't know if she actually has done anything else, but she's a weird combination of those two characters.
Well, that's funny, because that explains the character, too.
Does it?
I don't know if the character did anything.
She didn't do anything. For sure, nothing. She just existed.
So Sindel and the dad have a minute together, and she says, Mommy, Mace, they're dead. Deadpan. And then the crow, which, because the witch is a crow now, narcs on their location, so they kill the dad. And I want to remind you that at the end of the last movie, I said they all die.
Did you know that they all die, or were you just predicting this?
No, I have seen this movie before, so I knew what they were getting to. That's why I laid that so they go back to the Ewok village and die, because I knew where we were going.
That's what happens. Do you think, I don't know, okay, so we're in the second film. This was planned. Did the child who, and again, she's 7, I'm not actually judging this child, but she's not a great actress. Did she just screen test the best of all of them? So they were, or were they we can't kill off the 6-year-old child, so she must be the main character?
Well, they had to have a fucking connection between the two. They could have just recasted the characters, but this is Star Wars and they don't like to do that. So
they also could have just done this whole thing with new characters. There were so many options.
Thanks, Fact Checker. Fact Checker posted the person who played the mom's body. That's what I wanted.
Wait.
Sian Phillips?
No, I think that's the... I think that's it. No, I think you're missing the joke part. That's the witch.
No, this is the witch.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I was reading a previous thing.
She was saying that the person on the cover is the person that played the mom's body. So the person in the middle of the cover is just the mom's ass. Which I think is the best guess we have available to us, to be honest.
I mean, a wig. You never see their face. They could just wear a wig.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even see her head. You literally just see her ass. It could be. There's no evidence leading to otherwise.
Sian Phillips is the witch, known for Dune, Clash of the Titans, and Claudius. I can't help but notice that she's not known for fucking Ewok's Battle for Endor.
I wonder how that happened in her career. Why is this not at the top?
So Sindel tries to run, but the witch captures her and throws her in a cage with Wicket and the other Ewoks. There's 8 left.
Did you clock one of these dried up lizard people? He reaches into the cage and strokes this child's face and goes, "Ooh, little girl, such a pretty prize."
Did he actually say that?
Yes. I was like, what the fuck?
I do remember that now, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the witch's
name is
Chiral.
Name is Charl.
I don't think they say ever.
They never once say it, and they never call her that.
Star Wars Carol. Oh fuck, you're not wrong. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so the Ewok, I'm pretty sure they're just using the same Ewok costumes as all the previous movies, but these corpse lizard guys fucking suck.
Dude.
They're their mouths kind of sort of move sometimes, but they're all teeth, so they're still making lip and tongue sounds.
Yeah,
sounding words.
It's that era of special effects makeup where they forgot that prosthetics should be separate so people could fucking move their mouths.
Girl,
so it's just the chin kind of shifts.
Those are all rubber masks. They don't
that's
even
what
paint
I mean,
their
though.
eyes. You could see the eyes and the fucking shadow of the mask through the holes. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, which I feel like the first film had some merit with their special effects. They did some cool stuff that wasn't awful. There was also the fucking Costco spider, but boy have have fallen since the Costco spider.
We were falling and then fucking caught ourselves on a table. We fell sideways. We're fucking no better than we were. Don't gaslight our people.
No, no. Okay, there was multiple things that we said the special effects in the first one, they weren't like fucking incredible, but we were like, okay, like that was actually done pretty cool. This film, none of that. None of that at all.
Yeah, like the fairies are pretty good.
Yeah.
By the way, in the Ewok cartoon, in like the first episode, there's fairies. They're different fairies, I guess, but like the fairies are able to catch things on fire, but we didn't see that in the movie, so it's pointless.
Do those ones eat laughter also?
They don't say. I mean, it's a cartoon from like the 80s, so it's a lot of like bright colors and just moving things and like slight exposition, but not enough to understand what's going on.
So like cat TV.
There's one fact checker. Find the Ewok lady, but there's one because like they're Ewoks, so like their mouths, bellies, and fingers are like different colors than like their overfur. You know what I'm saying? There's one who's like purple, but then like also tan, so she just looks like a hobo. Fact checker, find this photo. If you can't, I will.
Like a hobo.
I'm gonna find it. Hold on. This is so important to me. Did you find it?
Is this the one you're talking about? With the feather?
Yeah, look at her. Yeah, she looks like a hobo. Just like a regular dude with like a big ass fucking gray beard.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, those other pictures actually. The first one I'm like, yeah, I kind of see it. The second one, second two, yeah, she looks like a very hoity-toity hobo. Also, is this like the only identifiably female Ewok that we've ever met?
No, there's others. But I mean, in the movies, no.
I don't think we ever get a distinction in these films in particular. I don't know if we do in legitimate Star Wars.
No, they don't. So Cinta's all like, my family, they're all dead, like super good acting.
Yeah, killing it.
And then, they notice that the bottom of the cage is just wooden planks, so they just fucking pry them off and send Wicket and Sindel out.
The amount of just like, oh, this just serves a purpose for us proceeding the plot without any sort of like subtlety to that concept at all in these two films is fucking insane. She's like, oh, how do they get out? I don't know. They just rip the pieces off the cage. Okay, good enough.
And I did right here, like, who are the aliens from Gears of War? Because the Corpse Bandit guys look like that, but not good.
See, I at one point had the thought that they kind of look like the radiated people from Fallout also. They're like an amalgamation of many concepts.
Yeah. But they are garbage.
Yeah, dry lizard corpse bandits. Whatever comes to mind with that is probably right.
Yeah, so Wicket and Sindel are running through the thick forest and decide to change to scaling a cliff. I forgot about this part altogether. So that the corpse bandits can shoot at them, but then they get trapped in a cave instead. Wicket finds a pile of bones, so that's probably not going to end well. But he does build a skin glider in the 3 hours they've been there before discovering an awful stop-motion dragon.
Can we talk about what skin did he have to build a skin glider?
I do not know, and I did issue my qualms about this in the previous movie of like, why are we calling it a skin glider? I'm just doing it for prosperity's sake, but I do hate it also.
Like because, all right, here's my thing. You can, skin an animal and stretch its skin out and, you could make a skin glider. Like that's a thing. Yeah, because it's that same type of material. Where the fuck did he just get fresh skin to stretch out and build a skin glider? Like, you just carry that around on you? Also, everything about the fucking stop-motion dragon was my favorite thing in this entire film. Because it had like crazy color tones. It has a single buck-tooth beak thing in the front that was like...
It's not good.
It's like, it resembles a beak, but it's clearly like a tooth horn thing. And then it just has the wrinkliest skin in the world. And we only see it for approximately 120 seconds and then never again.
Yeah. The dragon does grab Sindel and comically flies off into the sky, and it's like stop motion, but now he has like a little girl attached, so it's even funnier to look at. So Wicket must chase after in his skin glider. He gets above him, drops a rock on the dragon from above, which makes him drop Sindel, but then Wicket makes the glider go faster than Sindel dropping, so he catches her.
The physics of this scene makes me so mad, because you have a creature that is flapping away, and therefore maintaining and or gaining altitude. And then you have a teddy bear flying a skin glider that's just like, yeah, I can fucking make the wind do whatever the fuck I want, and I can fly up and down at whatever speed I decide.
Like, it is worth pointing out that he dropped a rock on the dragon, and the rock must have traveled down far and fast enough to gain, like, a specific type of terminal velocity to hurt the dragon, to, like, knock the dragon and go, and drop Sindel. So he was already pretty high above the dragon.
Yeah.
And then now the girl is dropping. How fast can the glider drop to catch Sindel?
Yeah.
It's not in the realm of possibility.
No. Mythbusters would bust this myth so fast.
Mythbusters would not fucking touch this.
They'd be like, this is actually a waste of my time.
Adam Savage will fucking tear it up in front of me and go, I'm not fucking touching Star Wars. You fucking get out of here, you little
this
fucking
stupid
twerp.
Ass shit.
And
it's
then
awful.
I wrote down Wicket talks a lot in this movie. I don't remember why, but he does talk a lot.
Well, because it's all English. We've thrown out all Ewokese. They say, like, honestly, there's a couple times where it says in the subtitles Ewokese, but I swear to God, they're just like saying, I'm coming to get you in a weird Ewok voice. Because it fucking sounds like what they then act out, just in an odd Ewok sounding voice.
They might have like ad-libbed a couple things, and then whoever's like writing the transcript is like, fuck, I don't care. I can't really make it out.
Yeah.
I'm working with 80s playback technology. I can't just fucking get in on there.
Like, I swear to God, there was a couple times where an Ewok was like, I'm coming to get you. And it's like, that just sounds like I'm coming to get you with
that
extra.
Is an awful thing to say to me. I don't appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I forgot you don't like being cursed out in Ewokese.
So Wicket and Sindel pass out in like a tree hole and then wake to find Sarah Jessica Parker with super speed powers staring at them.
I was wondering what SP was going to be.
Sorry, I mean a weird white donkey ape Ewok.
I was watching, I was like, what is SP? Oh,
that's
fuck.
mean. I mean, Sarah Jessica Parker catches a lot of shit, but she's actually a wonderful person. She loves to read and she's
and eat sugar cubes.
People dog on her for her looks. She doesn't look that bad. People
no, she really doesn't. I don't get why people are so aggressively awful.
So yeah, he has super speed powers. He's like a white donkey ape Ewok thing. They never say what he is, but he doesn't speak Ewokese, but he is like an Ewok, but with a condition. I don't know.
Yeah, he just sort of makes like trilling sounds and looks both haunted and depressed frequently.
Yeah, he has super speed powers and he zips around and is annoying.
He has to be able to run away from his depression fast enough.
Thank you, fact checker. I know his name is Teak. That's coming up. But yeah, it's weird because people wonder where Jar Jar Binks came from, but bro, he's always been in Star Wars in spirit. This shit, we can't be like, what's this? They ruined Star Wars. Star Wars was ruined a long time ago.
This is George Lucas. It was at this point in the film that I was like, George Lucas is like a clock, like a broken clock. He's right.
Exactly.
He's accidentally hits the nail on the head sometimes because, like, if you throw enough shit at the wall, like, something will stick. But just Jar Jar Binks in these films are like, this is what he truly is. And one of the things that he made had to not be this bad. And that's what the most of Star Wars is.
I already brought this up in the last one, is that, like, the first two Star Wars were so great because he had people fucking steering him away, like, no, you got to do this. Like, they edited shit out because then when he went back to, like, remaster it, like, the way I wanted it, the way it was intended, it was
awful.
Ruined. It was fucking, yeah. George Lucas without fucking supervision makes the worst things ever. Stop holding him up. Anyway, he leads them to a weird hoarder college that's filled with just bullshit.
When they started talking about the cottage, because Sandal, whatever the fuck her name is, starts wandering around and like talking about all the shit on the ground, and I was like, I miss Burl Ives. He would have said this in 2 sentences and we could have moved on instead of this child wandering through the woods for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Sindel decides to Snow White this bitch and like just declared her new house. When the original owner comes home...
She's like born to be a squatter, forced to be a daughter.
Yeah, but the owner is fucking Wilford Brimley.
Okay, I don't know about you, but the entire time that I watched this, and I don't know if it was his costume design or if Wilford Brimley is just not meant to be in Star Wars, but every time I looked at him, I was like, you are incapable of looking like you are part of a Star Wars film. Everything about what you are presenting feels wildly out of place. And I couldn't like pinpoint for you exactly what it is, because I think it's an amalgamation of many things, but it's
I have an explanation.
Good. Please do. Hit me.
Yes. So, first of all, he is like wearing a nightgown the entire fucking movie. He never puts pants on. I don't know what. But in his defense, he was like, he was fucking marooned on this planet when he was like 20, and he's been here for fucking 60 fucking years. So how else were you expecting him to look as a weird hermit on an Ewok planet?
I just expected him to look less like a fucking Santa Claus character. And it's also part of it is, what is the show that Tim Allen is in where he is neighbors?
Home Improvement?
Yes. Something about every fucking line that he says, and the fact that he constantly calls Wicket beggar and then says other things like, oh, goddamn this tin can. I just felt like he walked off the set of Home Improvement or a show similar and was like, yes, now I'm in Star Wars today. Like, just, I don't know what it was, but it's just all of these things that create an air of I've never been near a Star Wars script in my life, and I still haven't, because I'm just saying things.
This is also what I was talking about earlier, where I feel like the earlier draft was the father's supposed to live, and it was supposed to be like an adventure with him and Sindel.
Yeah.
But then they like tagged big ticket item Wilford Brimley, and they're like, oh, rewrite everything now.
Yeah, we've blown the whole budget. Let's just have this guy. Including his costume design.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught if you remember last week when I did like the diabetes joke and I said you'd get it. I don't know if you did yet.
I did not remember the diabetes joke, but yes.
I said something along the lines of like the next movie's full of diabetes, and I said it'll be funny, you'll see.
No, now that you've reminded me, I remember it, but I did not remember it while watching this.
Wilford Brimley, famous for being the diabetes guy with the big fucking handlebar mustache.
Are you reading
goatee thing?
Fact checkers updates?
I'm not. She fucking trivia. Because Wilford Brimley did not get along with directors Jim Wheat and Ken Wheat, his scenes were directed by production designer Joe Johnston.
So he had his own director. That's fact checkers' theory of why he feels wildly out of place, which is so fucking funny. They're like, we bagged Wilford Brimley and he's a diva, so now we can't do anything.
It's like the kid's birthday, like they give another kid a birthday cake so that he doesn't feel left out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck. All right, so diabetes is here. What happens next?
Yeah, Sindel says they have nowhere to go, but he's all, fuck off. So they go outside and loudly complain about being cold and hungry. And then Wilford Brimley immediately eats the food that Sindel and Wicket made, saying like, and then he like is like saying to the speedy donkey Ewok, he's just like, you better not give them these muffins, and then conveniently turns around, which is when he proceeds to just dump them into his pants.
You know, when I watched that scene, I thought the weird donkey sad fucking face thing had a kangaroo pouch. I later learned that it's a blacksmith apron with like tools and shit in it.
Yeah. You thought it was just a fucking weird pouch?
Yeah, well, okay, it's a fucking amorphous, speedy donkey yeti abortion.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
Fuck you. It could have a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah, so Wilford...
Fact checker.
Yeah, that's right, because he has like a bag, and Brittany was like, I thought that was a tit.
I'm sorry, Gamage. What were you saying? I was laughing at. I thought he had a singular teat.
Wilford Brimley turns his head so that the transvestite donkey witch can zip out food to Sindel and Wicket.
No, you put Syndicate, which is a fantastic couple's name.
I thought about that, yeah, but I realized I never say it again. And then Syndicate is also an actual word that's a cool word that doesn't deserve to be dragged down
by this awful film.
The Syndicate. I'm a part of the Syndicate.
No, you just upgraded this movie's cool points by like 20 just by making that
joke. But then I dragged down the word Syndicate. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's valid.
And the transvestite donkey witch thing is a reference to Sarah Jessica Parker. I apologize.
Please, Sarah Jessica Parker, we apologize. I thought you were great in Eat, Pray, Love.
No, she's great. I have never watched it. Hocus Pocus is my jam, though. No, that was a South Park joke where like they're like doing like a news interview and Matthew Broderick standing next to Sarah Jessica Parker and they're like, so why are you next to this transvestite donkey witch? And it's so mean, but like I laugh every time I see that.
It's so wild to me because like the jokes are funny, but then you look at Sarah Jessica Parker and she's just like a normal looking human being.
There's a apparently she's like on the judge for like awarding books of the year or something. I don't actually know, but there was she's in an interview she said like she'll read any chance she gets, and then there's like this famous photo of her at like a famous basketball game, and she's just sitting there giggling like with her head in a book, and I'm like, that shit's cute.
That's precious.
Like that's precious.
Yeah, that's adorable right there, girl. You keep going.
Wilford Brimley lets them stay after they built a tiny fire, accusing them of trying to burn the forest down. It's this weird, like, tsundere bullshit. I don't know what to explain.
This guy's, like, autism is so palpable. He gets inside and he goes, the proper place for a fire is a fireplace. And just, like, will not let it go.
He's been a hermit for who knows how long. His best friend's a fucking weird donkey witch. So he introduces himself as Noah. So his name is Noah. That's the end of calling him the diabetes guy. I wrote down no more diabetes jokes in case Rachel made a bunch, but she didn't. And
no, I honestly thought that was funny because I was like, damn it, you and I both avoided that topic entirely.
Noah, Star Wars Noah? I don't know what that means, fact checker.
N-O-A, no H.
Yeah,
makes it Star Wars.
Yeah, I wrote down Noah without an H.
Yeah.
You can't see my document, but I did it right.
It makes a fancy version of... It's the Star Wars version of Noah is no H's. Just like Carol is spelled Charral.
But that like legitimately has a different... Yeah, that probably has a different sound. I wouldn't know because we never hear it.
It never happens.
But Noah is just Noah. Like it's... So Sindel has nightmares because her family was hella murdered like hours ago.
And you know they're a nightmare because it starts in black and white. And that's how you can tell.
You know, a lot of people can only dream in black and white.
That's wild. What? How do you test that?
You didn't know that?
No.
I mean, because you just ask somebody like, hey, do you dream in color? And a lot of the times they'll be like, no.
I've just never... I dream in color? So I've just never thought that was like, unless you like cannot see those colors or you are blind, I've just kind of assumed that you would dream in color.
No, man, it's kind of like aphantasia. Like everybody's brain works so differently because like some people.
Thank you for saying that word. I was in a car with people yesterday and we were trying to figure out what the fuck we were describing what aphantasia is and we were like, what is this called? Aphantasia. Thank you.
Aphantasia, yeah. It's Fantasia with a PH with an A in front.
With an infant at the beginning.
Yes. Yeah, aphantasia is like the thing where people aren't able to like close their eyes and make a picture in their mind.
Yeah.
They're incapable of it. We actually know somebody who's like that, but there's like multiple levels. And it's kind of like fact checker's burp thing. I was like, it's weird. It's such a normal thing that you don't even realize that some people can't. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that they can't do something until like it comes up. So start bringing up burps and aphantasia to your friends.
And
find
also,
them and fix them.
My favorite one
make them conform.
That took me like 21 years to discover is ask your friends if they wipe while standing or sitting.
It's a fun one.
If you're either of those camps, you do not know that the other camp exists until someone fucking tells you, and it's mind-blowing. or if you're me, you don't know that the other camp exists until you walk in on your friend standing and wiping his ass, and you're like, I've never known that this is a thing that people do. I went to go use the bathroom at my friend's house, and I walked in on him fully naked, wiping his ass while standing. So he's just like, and he was like 6'4", so he's all hunched over and just has his like gangly little arm reaching behind his butt, and he's just staring at me. It was quite the experience.
Just full on grilled cheesing that fucker.
What the fuck does that mean?
You know that dumb joke like, oh, why don't lesbians have sex in the morning? Ever try to pull a cold grilled cheese apart? You've never heard that joke before?
No.
Nobody's ever said that at you?
No.
It's stupid and
pull grilled cheese apart? That's wild.
I can't believe you've never heard that.
Speaking of the laundry list of shit that people don't know about each other, I never knew that was a thing.
Where the hell do you hear this stuff? I was in a frat, okay?
Uh-huh.
I was not in a frat. Yeah. I was not. Don't spread those rumors. But yeah, like, you know, that doesn't actually happen, but it would if you fucking stand up and like just let your butt cheeks just squish together.
Yeah,
maybe it's fine if you have a bidet, because like that rinses it all off, and then you could just stand up to do that. But then you're gonna get your underwear wet. Yeah, that's stupid.
Well, my thing is, if you're gonna wipe your ass while standing, you have to maintain a hard enough hunch that your butt cheeks don't like smush together and smear shit around, which is crazy. Because depending on how big your butt is, like you have to really commit.
Yeah.
To the lean.
Like maybe, I was about to say, maybe they're in the same camp as those people that like don't wipe, but no, they're clearly trying to. They're like in a gray area.
They're making an attempt. It's just a bad one.
I will say though, like the older I get, the more I resonate with taking my pants fully off when I shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't used to, but now I'm like, if I'm at home, I'll be like, fucking fuck this. I'm fucking comfortable as shit. I wanna man spread the shit out of this bathroom.
Look, here's my thing. I have never been clothed and gone into a bathroom and gone, let me take the entirety of my pants off so I can shit. However, I have also never been clothed and gone into a bathroom and said, let me take the entirety of all of my clothes off to go shit, which is what I walked in on.
I mean, my shirt's on.
You know what? No, it was no clothes. It might have, fact checker said, weird. Unless you shit before you shower, and it might have been a shit post-shower or a shit pre-shower. That is highly plausible.
You do not shit post-shower. That is, you go back to bed and start your day over, okay?
Hey, sometimes the devil cometh for you, and then you must shit post-shower.
Sometime the devil blinketh twice.
And you must shitteth post shower.
That's when you shit before shower, and then you get in the shower, and then like you feel your stomach go, and you're like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to.
Now you just shower twice.
Do I stop the shower midway and then no, my hairs already have shampoo in it. I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I'm fucked.
And then there's the debate of like being cold, wet, and chilly while you try to take a shit on the toilet and just getting slowly more frigid.
Anyway, the next morning, Noah tells Wicked.
Oh yeah, there's a film. I'm sorry, sitting on the toilet while damp is awful. And I know this is a typo, but it makes me feel like it's like aquaful, which is true, because it is also full of water. Yeah, it is just like using the bathroom after swimming.
So Noah tells Wicket that they have to go because they have loved ones, and then Wicket shrugs, and
which is fucking crazy.
They don't. They're all dead or captured. Like
yeah. Well, and here's the thing: that's the option is they're dead or they need to be rescued from a prison, and Wicket's just like.
I mean, he does know English now. That's not a fucking.
Yeah, that's not an excuse. Like it's not like he doesn't know what the fuck this guy's saying.
So we cut to the witch who's doing some spell with the stolen battery, the corpse bandits who are actually called the Sanyasin Marauders.
When
and that's
did
a
you
mouthful.
hear that?
I think they either like say it like in the subtitles or I looked it up, but either way, I'm never saying that again.
Yeah. No, I tried really hard to like pay attention to what like during this scene because I saw your note of what they were called and I didn't even clock what they were called.
Yeah. Noah comes home to see that I wrote it again. Sindel and Wicket are gone after he made a big deal about them needing to leave. He's like just doing tsundere shit.
How old do you think Teak is? Because he looks fucking ancient. Like he looks like if a Yeti abortion and Yoda merged, like did that Super Saiyan merge thing. That would be what he looks like.
I mean, he's other than the Ewoks, he's like the closest thing to being a legitimate Star Wars thing here.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll give him that.
No, 100%.
It's weird that like they were just toying with this idea in the back of their head. Like there's just one. Is he just like a pagan god of chaos? I don't know.
Yeah,
his name is Teak. I don't remember when they actually say it, but
they say it quite a few times. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he comes home and they're gone. And he's like, yeah, good riddance.
Yeah, so Noah does some song and dance about good riddance. I didn't want them anyway. But then they return with some berries so they make a pie. Noah tells them they could stay if they clean the house. So they decide to secretly follow him instead because they don't know what he does. I don't know what he does either.
Also, I like that Wicket's response was like, work? And like, I imagine the Ewoks perform like chore functions on a day-to-day basis, but I do not feel like the concept of like going to work exists for them.
Yeah, it's like a farm scenario where it's like, like, I'll gotta get up and
feed the horses.
I'm gonna go do the cow milk and you have to go bale the hay or whatever the fuck farmers do.
There's something about like, I know that is going to work conceptually, but there's something about like the way that the Ewoks live that I feel like the term work more suits like a 9 to 5, which is what he was kind of implying since this guy leaves for like allotted hours. He's not like... Yeah,
because I mean, work...
Like, he's not, like, assuming that he's going to a field.
Yeah, because work is, like, an intended, like, give and take thing. Like, you do something with something for something in return. It's not like we're a family, we got to do this together because we're a community. This is the first time that, like, it's been, like, you're doing this so that you can stay here. Like, the concept is foreign to them because they don't have money. They're fucking Ewoks, or they live in a utopian society. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, the scene of them following him is so fucking long.
It's long. It's very long.
I
Longer than this
fast-forwarded
podcast.
it through like multiple times. Like I did that like 10-second skip thing, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's still fucking going." It's like
they discover
like 2
Noah's
minutes.
crash ship. Probably, yeah. They discover that it's that Noah's crash ship, and he explains how he and a friend crash landed here when they were like right out of their 20s. Like the first thing they ever did is crash on this fucking planet.
Can we?
And then their power crystal shattered, so his friend left to find another one.
Can we talk about how, I don't know if you clocked this during the scene when he's like explaining what happened, but they built a set for this spaceship. And then there are at least 2 snippets of a scene where Syndicate they're green screened over an image of the space set. And then it goes to them actually sitting in the room. And I'm like, did you guys
I don't
just
know what you're getting at.
No. Okay, they built the set for the spaceship. Instead of filming the scene where they are talking in the spaceship, there's like 2 parts of the scene where they are green screened over a picture of the spaceship set.
Well, I mean, that's weird, but
yeah.
It was even weirder holding a torch for
it. Really no, it was just off-putting because it was like fucking diabetes guy is sitting in the ship and you're like, all right, cool, you're there. And then it goes to the kids and they're like, cool, you're there. And then it goes back to him and then it goes back to the kids. And suddenly they're glowing in front of in front of this blurry spaceship background. It was just fucking odd. I was like, you have the whole set. Just fucking refilm the scene. I don't understand. We can move on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, fuck you. Look, you know what? You died on the whole night filter over the middle of the day shit last time. I can die on they green screened the children and fucking Warwick over a set that they were in. It's fucking insane. Fuck you.
Thank you, fact checker. Teak is what his species is called, so that's
wow. So like, they're just dicks.
It's like naming your cat. That's fun.
Hey, human.
There's a scene that's really useless. They're being merry. They're playing music. It's like The Hobbit, but better.
I did make a diabetes joke after you said that I wasn't allowed to. But I didn't know people with diabetes could play flutes.
How dare you? We were done with diabetes jokes.
My apologies. I didn't even think I made one.
So Sindel hears her name because the Crow Witch has wind magic. I'm sorry, the Force. It's different than magic, right, guys? Right?
Okay.
Right?
No,
right? If you could turn into a crow, you could survive the vacuum of space for 10 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, 100% that. But there's a decidedly blurry line between what we are considering the Force and magic, because they straight up call this shit magic multiple fucking times.
But no, because it is the Force. It is utilizing the Force. Like the Night Sisters, like the Night Witches, they're doing magic, but that is utilizing the Force.
I just don't like that they just don't call it that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So Charal is a Night Sister. Thank you, fact check. You had that up like immediately.
Carol is a Sith Lord.
No, she's a Sith witch. The Night Sisters are a sect of Sith witches. So
you only just learned this. Fuck you.
No, I know what a Night Sister is. I was saying it before it was even posted, and I know that Night Sisters are a sect of Sith witches. I played the video games and read a couple of the books. Bitch.
They made their first appearance
There's no such thing as
Dave
magic.
Wolverton's book, The Courtship of Princess Leia, and would later appear in the comic series Star Wars Infinity's End. They had dealings with Count Dooku and appeared in the 3rd season of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Oh, sick. That's dope.
They were in Jedi Survivor, the second Jedi game with Cal Kestis, the ginger guy. That was
dope.
Probably the best. Yeah.
I
They're
have not
fucking
played
incredible
those ones. I played the first ones that had Sam Witwer, I think is his name.
Sam Witwer. I don't know.
Yeah,
who that
did you ever
is.
watch Being Human? The US one, not the UK one.
Yeah.
He plays Aiden, the vampire.
Yeah. We talked about him a lot.
Yeah, he's
he
the
always
main
plays like
character
some weird
of Force Awakens, the very first.
Oh, I forgot
Force
about that.
Awakens
Yeah.
series. Yeah.
I
From,
completely
long
forgot
time
about
ago.
that. Starkiller was his name.
Yes.
Yeah, I played both of those. Those, by the way, were taken out of canon because he's way too powerful and didn't make sense.
This is true. He is.
But I mean, again, you
fucked
can't.
Up level of powerful.
He fucking grabbed a Star Destroyer out of the sky with his fucking mind powers. It's bonkers.
Yeah, with
it's kind of sad that
magic.
it's like. Anyway, yeah. So, she follows the voice, and the others follow once they find her to be missing. Luckily, they just hear the same magic words that Sindel heard because it's an AoE spell. So that's helpful. That's area of effect for you
Not
fucking
nerds.
Normies out there. Sindel finds some magic elf-like lady with a white horse, but it was a trap. The lady was actually the witch, and the white horse was just a regular colored horse. So then the witch takes Sindel back to the castle. It's just like it's a fucking European castle. It's like they're in they filmed this in Scotland or something. I don't know.
Did you feel like this movie could not make a fucking design choice? Because I feel like we have competing elements here where you have like futuristic Star Wars, and then you have the sort of like earthy vibes of Endor, which is fine because those two have mixed before. And then you have these Marauders, which give very like Fallout Apocalypse vibes where they're piecing, and like Mad Max, where they're piecing together giant plates of metal and shit. And then you have medieval, because there's fucking, like medieval fantasy, because there's fucking castles, witches, horses that change color. And then the fucking evil lizard man pulls out a goddamn sword later. Like, it's just none of it fits.
I know. And I feel like this could work on a level that takes place before Return of the Jedi, when you remember Return of the Jedi had a whole big space fucking galactic battle.
Yeah.
Right on Endor. So, like, everybody kind of knows what's up. But like, if this kind of took place before, where it's just kind of like this backwater place that still kind of has like these fanciful magic and castles and shit, like, and they were disconnected from like the galactic,
it'd be totally fine.
Sort of thing. That like, I feel like that would work. But like the fact that this takes place after Return of the Jedi, bonkers. No, stupid.
Yeah, like this planet has been exposed to mass quantities of technology and war.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the castle?
Filmed in California. Thank you, fact checker.
Where's the castle?
Is the castle in California, Marin County?
I don't know where that is.
I'm dropping this.
Yeah, continue.
So, Tarak, that's the name of the chief guy, by the way, demands that Sindel, that's right, the corpse people, the corpse raider guys. Tarak demands that Sindel helps him learn the power, which may or may not be the Force. It's not very clear. He already has like a crow witch, so I don't know what he wants.
We've decided it's the Force. He just doesn't know.
Because it is the Force.
He just doesn't know that it's the Force.
Well, okay, so it becomes kind of clear that he wants the battery so that they can fucking go out to space.
We never know what they want it for. He just wants it. He wants it for like a fucking nightlight. We don't know.
We know that the Crow Witch does say that she wants the power of the stars. Like, she kind of knows what it is, sort of.
Maybe, perhaps.
She knows that with it, she can go into space, I think. Again, it's so unclear.
Is this like, perhaps they were exposed to space, and now they're like, how do we get out there? Maybe if we just pull this from this will work.
I don't know.
Really
I don't know.
Rudimentary medieval science.
Their whole race, I don't know what their background is. I don't know how the Crow Witch ended up here. Apparently, if she is like a Night Sister Sith, that means that she has knowledge of the Force and also space. And
also, if she interacts with Count Dooku in the 3rd season of the fucking Clone Wars, I imagine she knows what technology is, which is fucking insane.
Wait,
or if like she? No. Well, not if she, but like the concept of the Night Sisters, like I don't know.
Yeah, the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters had dealings with Count Dooku, not her specifically.
But you would think she would have the knowledge of the group that she is part of.
Dude, I know, but like to be fair, this is one of the first iterations of the Night Sisters we see in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
fair
like,
enough.
they
we were retconning by the time we got to Clone Wars, so I get it.
Yeah. We were already retconning Star Wars.
They were already trying to write this out of canon.
So Sindel doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but Tarak is stupid as fuck. So he gives her until dawn, or she'll die. The Ewoks will die, and the witch will die too. He takes her magic ring, and he's like, "You'll die if she can't come up with the results I want." And that, I don't know why. So then they're like sentenced to the dungeon. The witch talks to Sindel while caged up and talks about the power of the stars. And I thought star travel is like super duper common in the Star Wars universe. Like anybody could just build a ship out of fucking shit they find in the desert. Anyway, Noah's friend is here and he's dead. I forgot to mention that. He just has a friend.
Yeah, well, also his friend is just like the cleanest bones I've ever seen. They're like, well, they're so pale, but the outfit he's wearing also it doesn't look like it's been on a dead, rotting body for the past 60 years.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like, it's
but I mean, like, yeah,
let's
say
linen.
it is like 60 years, so the bones could be bleached, not that well though, but yeah, it has been like a long time.
It's mostly like the bleached bones in tandem with the rags that are not at all dirty, despite being on a fucking floor.
Yeah.
So. Is Endor like the south of the Star Wars universe?
Where
it's like
I don't
it's
have
hot,
the whole map in my head.
It's hot,
but no,
it's humid, and people are just a little bit undereducated in some places.
No, because there's a lot of places like that in Star Wars. There's like, I think they call them like the Outer Rims or whatever.
Yeah,
like
where it's like it's
there's
truly
a lot of, like,
less evolved.
Like Dagobah is the south. Obviously,
Dagobah.
It's in the bayou. The bayou. But I mean, Tatooine is kind of
no, it's the same vibe.
Hickey too.
Well, that's Tatooine's Arizona. They're also behind by like 10 years.
Sorry, Arizona. So the others come to scale and infiltrate the castle. It's a long, stupid scene that serves no purpose, and I don't want to talk about it.
It's so stupid.
Teak does the heavy lifting here because he has fucking Speedy the Mask powers or some shit. He also knows the ins and out of poker because he hides a card up the sleeve of one of the guards, so it starts a fight. That
was my favorite part.
Teak knows. Yeah, I'm like, wow, that's really smart. How the fuck do you know how to play poker?
Maybe fucking what's his face taught him poker.
I mean, maybe it's not poker, but like the fact that he has like the ability to go, if I make it look like he's cheating, they'll start a fight, and that's a distraction. Like he can't even fucking say his name out loud.
So he's a smart transvestite Yeti abortion, is what I'm hearing.
Sure. So they free Sindel and the Ewoks, and then Wicket almost frees the Crow Witch because she's like, help me out too. But Sindel is a fucking bitch about it and just throws the keys in the sewer.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
This kid was like, nah,
evil. Fuck you.
Like they could have had her as an ally, but it's okay.
Yeah.
One of the guards spots them and sounds an alarm, which is just a chain on the wall that clangs against some wind chimes, also against the wall. I don't know how it works, but it's just like you know how wind chimes work. If you hold it and clang it, they're not enough noise because vibration noise. So if it's up against a wall, not enough noise.
Yeah.
Thank you, fact checker. It's not that loud. That was my point. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, it's a pretty fucking inefficient way to set an alarm or sound an alarm.
And, there's kind of a chase sequence thing, but they escape.
Yeah, that scene was so fucking long. I shit you not. I was watching this on my couch and I fell asleep 2 to 3 times, and every single time I woke up, I thought I had accidentally rewound the film because every time I came back into consciousness, there was an Ewok ziplining at a wall and then hitting the wall and falling off of the zip line.
I mean, they spend 20 minutes doing that, so you probably were just having normal in and out nods.
It was just, it made me feel like a crazy person because I was like, what fucking time warp am I in that I keep waking up to the same fucking scene?
I'm very glad that you were falling asleep during this because I'm sure there was some weird thing where somebody had on a red shoe and you would have been like, what's the deal with this red shoe?
Yeah,
and I'm just glad we could skip it.
Yeah, no, I was trying to check out so that I didn't nitpick with things.
Yeah, that was what you were doing. Not because you were fucking bored out of your goddamn skull.
No, there was actually a point in this film. You know when we just you know how we've decided there's a point in a film where I've ceased to give a shit, so I don't pay attention to it anymore. I hit this so fast in this that I was like, I will not be talking about any of the crap that pisses off Gamage because I'm so thoroughly checked out.
For me, it was halfway in the movie because we were watching the movie and then I checked the time and it was literally halfway. It was 50 minutes in and I'm like, fuck this. And I turned it off and we didn't watch it for 3 days.
Mine was the cave scene. Once I got to them getting stuck in a cave with the shitty dragon, I was like, and I'm out.
You walked away from it too?
No, I still watched it, but I watched it with my brain was glossed over.
we're in power save settings.
Yeah, no, 100%, exactly.
So Tarak and the Crow Witch join forces again. He gives her the ring back, so she turns into a crow, but then Tarak removes the ring. So now she's a crow until he says so, and I don't know why.
Did you clock his fucking duct tape ass looking sword?
It's all duct tape ass looking shit, Rachel.
It's just the shittiest, overly shiny, fucking stupid sword thing. I'm pretty sure I had that in a Halloween costume when I was 7. It's so bad. Yeah. And then he gets on a fucking...
It probably is the exact same one.
No, 100%. Genuinely, I could probably find a picture of me holding this piece of shit sword. And then he just gets on a normal fucking horse, which this movie does not have nearly as many normal fucking animals as the last one did, because the dry lizard people ride giant fish tadpole creatures, but the king of the dry lizard people is like, no, let me ride a horse.
I don't know. Might have been
it's like he watched a cowboy film, and it's like he watched not a cowboy film, sorry, a medieval knight film, and he was like, yep, this is what I want to emulate. We're in the future, but this is what I want.
Fact checker is derailing us with actual important information about the movie. During the development of the Night Sister episode of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, supervising director Dave Filoni made sketches of Charal and considered including her in the show. Charal was indirectly mentioned in Daniel Wallace's blah 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 blah. Clan Mother Talzin mentions that one of our sisters has yet to return the talisman of the Raven, and that's about
which fucking implies that she knows what a spaceship is.
Yeah, I know.
So she either thinks everybody else is dumb as a box of fucking rocks, which is why she's not calling it just a Star Cruiser.
So the talisman of the Raven makes it so she turns into a raven. Does she also have a talisman of change into blonde lady and make horse look white too?
Yeah, it's talisman of the White Claw.
It's good.
Thanks.
The horse has its own talisman. Thanks.
Oh.
There's a big fucking chase scene that drags on for like 40 minutes. Eventually leads to Noah's broken down starship that he's gutted over the years, but we're going to make it fly, I guess.
Of course.
There's a fight. It's just like the Ewok fight from Return of the Jedi. You know the one, but it's like worse.
Dude, it starts so bad.
There's weird music cuts. Like there was like a part, I don't know if you caught it, but there's just like a dun dun dun, and then it just cuts.
Yeah, it just
and
stops.
It's just like a different part.
Yeah.
There's also a scene where an Ewok fires an arrow, and then 3 seconds later, there's a bad guy with an arrow already in his chest. He just blarg and falls over. There are ways you can make stunts look good. Like you can do like little cuts to make it look better, but this is very bad.
Yeah, well, it's an odd fight scene because you're right that we eventually get to the Return of the Jedi sort of vibe, but it starts out fucking terrible before they start like pulling out guns and launching bombs, and for like a brief 30-second period it kind of feels like you're watching a Star Wars Ewok fight, like in a good Star Wars movie. But it starts out with a dude who gets tripped by a tripwire, but is clearly just jumping over it. Then some Ewoks throw some sliced logs at the dry lizard people. They literally go, there's a full fucking scene where they look up and go, ah! Raise their hands above their head, turn around, and comically run down the hill. Like you could sidestep them. They're less than a foot wide.
Fact checker pointed out the sliced log thing too, and I'm all like, well, I mean, physical limitations of the actors, like they probably can't do a whole big ass log. Plus, that probably would have been way more dangerous.
Well,
because they're already breaking a lot of OSHA laws here.
Look, the sliced logs were fine. That feels reasonable for Ewoks.
No, it wasn't.
It was them, like fully sized people that could have just stepped over them, being like, ah! And running away. That was fucking crazy. Also,
look, they think space travel's magic. What do you want?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Did you guys catch the one singular, very short lizard person?
Yeah, I thought I saw him too, and I literally thought like, oh, he might just be one of the Ewok actors. He's like, I want to be one of those people too.
That was my same
Lucas
thought.
Is like, fucking, I don't care.
Yeah, is that one of the Ewok actors was like, actually, I'd like to try an antagonist. Like, I want to expand my roles here.
Yeah, probably.
This is one of the only times that they identifiably use actual Ewokese, because they call him Alerto when he runs away, and then when he runs out of ammo, he says feech, which for sure means fuck. I don't care that they want to say damn. It means fuck.
It's like damn means fuck too. Like we kind of use them interchangeably depending on what level of Christianity the people in the room are with us. Like, if there's somebody who's very important to me and is very Christian, I say cunt fuck instead. If there's a child, regardless of religion,
I say
cunt fuck instead. Eventually, Tarak captures Sindel and demands a trade for the battery.
Can we talk about how he throws out Noah's name repeatedly? Also, he's by him fucking self. Like, they could have just shot him in the back. Like, this whole scene's so wildly unnecessary.
He captured and tortured his friend. Remember his bones were in his dungeon?
Yeah, I suppose, but that's making a bold assumption that he knows every human being on this planet. But maybe they shop at the same grocery store.
Let me show you the process of elimination of like, oh, well, there's 2 guys and I have one and he's dead. So that guy might be
so
the other
fine.
one.
That perhaps is the other one. But
how many humans is this dude running into?
He's fucking alone. They truly could have just shot him in the back. Like I don't understand the point of showing the Ewoks using the guns if they're not then going to use them at this time.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Continue.
But I mean, it doesn't matter because you're expecting Tarak to double cross Noah, but Noah actually just attacks him. And I'm not sure how he thought this was gonna go, but he fucking loses because he's a huge hermit.
He also just started a fight with a wooden stick against a sword, which fucking kudos to him because the sword's the dullest thing on the planet.
It is not a sword. It is a fucking huge piece of Halloween plastic.
Yeah, you're right. And what's his face? Tarak is terrible at using it because he also just keeps swinging it around Noah, not at him ever.
Bad fight choreography in this movie. But terrible. Wicket slings a rock at the witch's ring, still around Tarak's neck, which burns him into a crisp. I don't know why, but this also means that the witch is now permanently a crow, but her character arc sucked anyway.
This is the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen, and Wicket's unblinking eyes are gonna haunt my dreams.
Noah and Sindel leave, and the Ewoks also stay behind.
And that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's all,
This movie's canon. I don't care what you say.
No, it's permanent. It's there.
George Lucas fucking jizzed on a piece of paper, and he's all like, look at this. And he put macaroni on the jizz to stick it to the paper, and it looked kind of like an Ewok, I guess, according to him. And he's all like, I have an idea for a swell movie. And then wrote this in using his bath time keyboard. And this is where we're at.
His bath time keyboard.
I imagine it's just like a fucking inflatable keyboard that just makes ding noises like it's for toddlers.
Yeah, it's not actually connected to anything. It just makes little squeaky ding sounds. I will be right back before we do the music part of this.
Why?
Because I have to use the bathroom, sorry.
Fuck, Rachel, I got shit to do.
Sorry, the urge to shit struck me like a ton of bricks.
Fucking.
What is the lesser of two evils?
You aren't paying attention. We're not doing that. We're finishing this episode. I have shit to do. All right. Welcome to We Have New Tunes at Home. We're done with the Ewok movie. Now it's time for music. Rachel fucking left to take a 20-minute shit because she's a terrible person.
I thought you were going to call me a terrorist.
You are a terrorist. Terrorist is short for terrible person and awful host.
Also,
terrible host.
Speaking of me being a terrorist. I'm going to cut you off and go first, because fuck you. I went
Barry
to
Blue was fun. It reminded me of Pink Panther's new album, Fancy That, who I'm going to personally recommend to only you outside of my recommendation. So Pink Panther's new album, Fancy. Pink Panther's says, Barry Blue is fun. It reminded me of Pink Panther's new album, Fancy That, who I'm going to personally recommend to only you outside of my recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Both artists have that kind of city pop meets house kind of twist, or like future funk like. Both Barry Blue and Pink Panthers have vocals that I'm not super wild about as well. They're not bad. It's just that like with the type of music that's like city pop future funk, I'm more accustomed to like less high pitched singing and more like ethereal deep singing.
Yeah, that's valid.
I really liked Stupid Baby. I put it on as a joke, but because it's called Stupid Baby, but I ended up actually really liking it.
Nice.
Number 21 on the Gamma Rabbit list is Lulu Yam. Lulu Yam. That's Luluyam. All one word. Which isn't just music. There's like a whole lore and character behind it. Kind of like Yellow Crib, but also the exact opposite of Yellow Crib, where Yellow Crib is like folk, and this is more... Well, I don't know how to explain the music. The best I could do is I went to their website, luluyam.com, where it states that their musical influences stem from Gorillaz, Daft Punk, Lady Gaga, Kesha, System of a Down, Kukuo, Ashniko, Psy, Rico Nasty, Cascada, Tattoo, Moretu, Femme, La Buche, I don't know, Hadaway, Ace of Base, Gillette, Toy Box, and Aqua.
You had me at like the first 5 because I don't know what the last 10 were.
I actually know a lot of them. I know Ace of Base, Tattoo. You know Tattoo. I'm sure if you heard the Tattoo song, you'd be like, oh, you know the song All the Things She Said?
Maybe. I'd have to hear it.
All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head.
I can't say that it rings any bells. Could you sing another line?
No, but anyway, if you take all of the artists that I listed and mash them together in your head, that might be hard. But then you'll listen to Lulu Yam and you go, "Oh no, I could hear all of that now." She's pretty, like, a couple of her songs are wildly popular, and then the rest of them kind of aren't. Like, she just had some, like, breakout, I think, TikTok stuff. I don't know. I don't follow a lot of it, but, like, all I know is I like music, and I go, yeah, music, good. But she does have, like, a whole character and shit. But I will recommend the songs I'll go for is their most popular songs being Divine CEO, which is what the playlist generated. I actually thought it was like a Has-Been Hotel thing because it kind of had that kind of like deep lore story vibe to it.
Okay.
But I've had zero exposure to Has-Been Hotel, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Another song is Roaches, which they said is heavily influenced by Kesha's Take It Off, and it super sounds like Kesha.
Sick.
But my favorite is going to be Cemetery Blues. It's one of their slower, softer songs, but like it's got like real good emotion behind it. It's very R&B. That's it. I'm hot. I've been cooking under here, and you fucking went to take a standing up shit.
No, I actually laid at a 90-degree angle to take my shit. So I took like a right angle shit.
You did a plank shit?
No, more like a corner shit where it had to turn around, like it had to make a turn to get into the toilet.
I would like you to drop this and just give me your music.
I feel like I want out of this blanket.
I have shit to do.
I went to 2 music shows between the last time we spoke and now. One of them had Lake Street Dive, which was good. I don't necessarily have a song recommendation, but I did like listening to them. Billy Strings, also very good. I'm also not going to recommend song. They're super fucking popular. Just fucking pick a song and go. Bob Dylan cannot... Okay, this man never really been known for his singing. Like, he's always had, like, a unique folky voice.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, hold on. Shut the fuck up and let me explain.
I'll let you cook. But I will let you know it is burning.
He's never been known for, like, having... Like, he is not necessarily a good singer. He has, like, an interesting folky voice that is unique and is part of why he is famous. But, like, he is more well known for his, like, the music that he makes and the meaning behind it, I feel like.
I will just say, find me a folk singer who has a good singing voice.
No, that's my point. But it's gotten worse with age.
I don't know what your point is.
Because I couldn't understand a fucking word this man said. And I was like, I really like Bob
Weird
Dylan.
Al has a whole...
and I'm struggling.
Weird Al has a whole song about that.
Yeah, I mean that it's gotten worse with age is my point here. However, Willie Nelson, who's like fucking 900 years old, he's killing it. This man, I thought it was actually so precious. He would start a song by playing like the first 3 chords of the song, and then it's like he got tired, and he would just focus on singing the song. Because now he does it like with his family, and they play the guitar pieces and the harmonica and stuff. But dude can still sing, still fucking killing it. And then he did like
he did the song with Orville Peck like last year.
Yeah, no, he's still fucking killing it.
Cowboys are frequently secretly fond of each other.
Yeah,
I recommended that one.
Yeah, I think you did.
So are you recommending somebody I've already recommended? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm not recommending anybody. Rachel? I'm talking about music that I listened to this week. Anyway, Willie Nelson, if you get the chance to see him live, still worth it. You just got to get through Bob Dylan first. I also saw...
Bob Dylan's fine. What the fuck? Just shred Bob Dylan.
I love Bob Dylan. I just could not understand a word this man said. He did play piano like a motherfucker on stage, though. He's still great. You just don't look for lyrics.
Well, this podcast officially does not support Rachel's stance against legendary musician Bob Dylan and the ire that she will receive from just trashing on him.
Hey, you know, when we get
all 11 of our listeners,
when we get hate mail, you can forward it straight to me. It's fine. You know who I also saw?
You'll never fucking check it. You never do.
You know who I also saw last night?
I don't know, the fairy godmother who's gonna grant me a wish to
get the fuck out of here. No,
quit.
Unfortunately, no. I got to see Rachel Chinoriri live. Chinori, she pronounced it. It's not the way that we have ever said it at any point in time. Her fucking stage presence is goddamn exceptional. This woman can lead a fucking crowd, dude. Like, she had the audience eating out of her fucking hands, and she is so pleasant and supportive and wonderful. Like, holy shit. And then she gets to the singing part. This motherfucker, like, obviously we've listened to her music on Spotify. She is a talented person. Holy fucking crap. Her voice in person blows everything out of the water. It's fucking insane. I shit you not, I went and saw her last night. I'm going to like the LA area next week. I bought tickets to see her again next week because she was so fucking good. Songs that I will recommend from her that I listened to last night that I don't think I gave enough credit to the first go around. Robbed, fantastic song, and even featuring Cat Burns is an exceptional song as well.
I don't think I listened to those. But you're recommending an artist for the second time?
I mean, I have a different artist recommendation. Do you want me to keep talking?
Oh, Jesus.
I figured.
Can you just give me your recommendation? I want to go. And you're like, how can I stretch this into 10 minutes about me and the concerts I'm going to? You're not 20 anymore, Rachel. You can't just fucking, oh, yeah, you noticed I'm wearing the wristband for the music festival I just went to? Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
You have no fucking room
to
talk
about it.
You will talk about music for 6 fucking hours if I let you, which is why we have to do it in snippets on a weekly basis. So
that was my choice, not yours. Don't pretend like I was the fucking issue.
No,
I was the cure. I was the cure.
You were the cure because you knew it was going to be an issue.
You know what? Keep going, because I'm the one that gets to edit this down, and I'm going to fucking... Rachel's going to be like, I want to recommend Bob Dylan. That's it. I hope you're ready.
Can you please... It'd be so
I'm gonna,
funny.
I'm gonna put a soundbite in here now. Wow, Rachel. Yeah, I really like Bob Dylan too. Bob Dylan really is good. I'm glad you saw him and recommended him. Anyway, that was our show. Thank you for listening to We Have That Podcast at Home.
If you like what you heard, or you also like Bob Dylan, please like and subscribe on whatever your most favoriteest podcasting places.
You're actually not going to give us your music recommendation?
No, I'm going to save it for next week so you can escape the hellhole that is your blanket.
Fucking. So, who was your actual? You know what? Never mind. My music recommendations.
I'll save it for next week. It's fine.
Absolutely.
If you liked what you heard, or you fucking hate Bob Dylan, like us, subscribe us. Do all the things on whatever your most favoriteest podcasting places. If you want us to talk about a thing, email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's whoopah@gmail.com. You can slow it down if I said it too fast. Fuck you. You can follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one giant beautiful word, or at whtpah on Blue Sky. That's whoopah on Blue Sky. It's your turn. You sweet motherfucker. It's your turn.
What?
Are you going to promote your music?
No, I don't want to do that anymore. I hate this song. If you want me to say something, I'll just say that you're a fucking time vampire, and I'm sick of you sucking my life away. I cut myself on my inner thigh so that people at work don't see it.
I'm glad we're both going to get hate mail.
I'm against cutting yourself. Please don't do it. I'm against transphobia. Don't do that. Bob Dylan's cool. Rachel believes that too.
I feel like we've insulted somebody else. If you're a Wilford Brimley
Sarah
fan,
Jessica
go
Parker,
fuck yourself.
Sarah Jessica Parker's fucking cool. She's awesome. And I don't know why people hate on her so much.
Beautiful and doesn't look like a horse.
Yeah, and I don't care about Wilford Brimley. I don't.
Well, he died, so it's fine.
I'm not going to defend him. Next episode will just be an apology for everything, except for Fact Checker and Rachel. In fact, I won't even be in the next episode. This is my last one. Bye.
I've been Diabetes Rachel.
And I want Rachel to not spin the wheel because I won't be here for the next one. We're not doing it. This is the last episode. Bye, everybody.
It. Yeah, we're gone.
No.
No, next week we will be tackling the illustrious and fine art of
comedy.
It's wild card, bitch, so it can be comedy if we want it to be.
Oh, thank God, because like our schedule's fucked. I only have 3 days before we have to record this again, and 2 of those days is going to be editing this episode. I am phoning it in. No stupid questions. It's on the docket.
Boom, done. Let's do it. I've been off-brand Rachel. I'm glad we did that at the same time. This has been We Have That Podcast at Home.
I'm just gonna cut it so it's fucking different. I'm
gonna
be
off-brand damage,
happen at the same
time?
2 minutes silence, and then Rachel.